Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz, where the more obscure your knowledge, the better your chances of winning. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Helen. This is my husband Lee, and we're from Bradford.
Couple number two.
I'm Keith, and this is my son Aston, and we're from Basildon in Essex.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Ali. I'm from Utoxeter. This is my daughter Debs from Nottingham.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Dan. This is my partner Cav, and we're from Torquay.
And these are today's contestants. Thanks very much, everybody. Very warm welcome to the show. Lovely to have you here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, storming the high-security vaults beneath our collective memory banks. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, everybody. Lovely to have so many familiar faces back. Dan and Cav, welcome back. Final show today. 2 head-to-heads, though, which is very, very impressive.
Yeah.
Debs and Ali, last show as well, but you've gone round 1, round 2, so you're going in the right direction, which is good. Aston and Keith, lovely to have you back. Knocked out in round 1 last time.
Well.
Relatively unfortunate, I would say. It could have gone worse. And Lee and Helen, welcome along. We know everybody else. We don't know you yet, but we didn't know any of these people when they first turned up. And now look how much we love them. And we know we'll grow to love Lee and Helen.
Of course we
Just at the moment, we're a bit shy because we don't know you so well. That's all.
That's fair enough.
But
fair
Podium
enough.
1, is that good having the newcomers on Podium 1?
We've had newcomers on Podium 1 for ages.
But it makes it kind of involves people quite early on.
I guess, yeah.
I think
it
if
breaks
you're
the
at a
ice.
party, you don't know anyone, and you're on Podium 4, you'd feel like on Podium 4 you'd be a bit left out, yeah.
Yeah,
I
true,
think so.
It's true. This is exciting. Steve and Julie didn't win the jackpot last time, so we're adding another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,250. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Remember, it's always the pair with the highest score that gets eliminated at the end of each round, so keep your scores low and everything will be great. Best of luck to all 4 pairs. Our first category this afternoon is literature. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns the ABC of writing. Richard.
Yeah, on each board, we're going to look for the names of 7 authors. We'll show you one of their pieces of work. You just have to tell us who they are, please. All of their surnames begin either A, B, or C.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. So, we are looking for these authors. Here's the first board of books. And we have got Pride and Prejudice, 1813, The Handmaid's Tale, 1985, The Da Vinci Code, 2003, The Tinker's Girl, 1994, Little Women, 1868, Noughts and Crosses, 2001, and 2001, A Space Odyssey, 1968. I'm going to read those all again. Pride and Prejudice, 1813, The Handmaid's Tale, 1985, The Da Vinci Code, 2003, The Tinker's Girl, 1994, Little Women, 1868, Noughts and Crosses, 2001, and 2001, A Space Odyssey, 1968. There we are. Lee, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here.
Hello.
Tell us all about yourself, Lee.
Well, I'm a plumbing and heating engineer for the local authorities, working on various schools and other council buildings around the area.
I mean, presumably these are massive plumbing systems, are they?
Some are big, some are little. Bit of both, really.
What do you do for fun, Lee?
At the moment, fun involves a puppy that we've just got, 5-month-old.
What kind of puppy is it?
He's a border collie.
Oh, lovely. Very nice indeed. Now, Lee,
Yeah.
the books. Who are we going to go for? Remember, the authors' surnames for all of these books begin with A, B, or C.
I think, not knowing much about literature, I'm going to go Pride and Prejudice, Jane Eyre.
Jane Eyre, says Lee. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Jane Eyre. Let's see if it's right.
Oh.
Ooh, bad luck. I'm afraid not Jane Eyre. That scores you 100 points. Sorry, Lee.
Sorry, Lee. You're going to make it harder for us to get to know you if you do that. Yeah, Jane Eyre is a book, not a author. Apart from that, I've got to say it's a good start.
Done all right.
Thanks very much. Richard, Keith, welcome back. Great to have you with us again. Remind us all about yourself, Keith.
I'm an MOT tester. My passion is football. Well, I say passion is football. I like cars, football.
Do you get to get your hands dirty, or is it slightly more inspection?
No.
Oh, no.
White collar work to me.
Yeah,
I wear the old rubber gloves.
rubber gloves. Very nice.
Got me pen and
Indeed.
clipboard.
But that's nice, surrounded by cars, which is all it's
yeah.
about. How many cars have you got?
I've only got two. Got Mercedes and a Ford.
I
But
see.
I've got the priceless one. My son Aston. His
Ah.
name is Aston Martin.
There you are.
No way.
It really is.
Yes, really is. I knew I couldn't afford one.
Yeah, we've got to have an Aston Martin one way or another.
It's
And if
priceless, isn't it?
yeah, is your
That's pretty
surname
priceless.
Martin?
No, that's his first name.
His first name-
Aston Martin.
It is Aston Martin.
That's his name. That's
Wow.
where it's christened, Aston Martin.
Fantastic.
And your other son, Reliant Robin, couldn't be with us, which is a real shame.
Yeah.
Keith, what are you going to go for?
I'm gonna. I know I'm gonna get under it here because I ain't got a Scooby Doo. Let's have a laugh, shall we? I'm gonna say Little Women, Pam Ayres.
Little Women, Pam Ayres. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said that. No, unsurprisingly, I'm afraid not Pam Ayres. I'm afraid that scores you 100 points. Mind you, that brings Lee
We're
back
still
into the
back.
fold,
We're
you
still
see.
here. We're still here.
Absolutely not over for either of you.
Keith, I regret to inform you on this occasion you have failed your test. It's a real shame. Unlucky, but good news, Lee. That's
in.
nice, yeah. What a roller coaster we're having already.
Thanks very much. Ali, welcome back.
Hello, thank you.
Tell us more about yourself, Ali.
Yeah, I'm a customer services advisor, and I'm not actually known for my singing voice, but I compose birthday ditties.
For whose birthday?
The first one was my sister-in-law. Her name's Karen, so I thought of choosing O Carol, but just changed the O Carol to O Karen.
Did you record it for her?
I did it on my phone, and just did a few more during the year. I did a wedding one. I did one for my daughter.
Thank you.
Happy Get Your Keys Day for the new house. I
That's
just
fantastic.
used the same song, but made different lyrics.
Very good. I mean, and the whole industry has been spawned.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. You'll never look back, Ali.
No.
Never look
My
back.
first album's coming out soon.
Well, the word is out now. You're going to be flooded. Flooded. Ali, what are you going to go for on our board here?
Going to go for the Da Vinci Code, Dan Brown.
Dan Brown says, Ali, let's see how many of our 100 people said Dan Brown for the Da Vinci Code. Dan Brown is right. That goes down to 54. 54 for Dan Brown.
Yeah, he was the son of a mathematics teacher and a church organist and grew up in a school, grew up in a prep school, Dan Brown.
How interesting.
Mm.
Yes.
There you go.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Cav, welcome back. Tell us more about yourself, Cav.
I've been doing lots of reading. Currently, I'm reading Richard's book, The Thursday Murder Club.
Ah, thank you.
Very. How are you finding it, Cav?
It's really good so
Page
far.
turner, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Imagine if she said it was
She
awful.
said she was awful. I found it.
Well, you could do, because it's the third show. You get away with it.
Yeah. Cav, who are the authors of these works? Look at that. There's only one answer on it. It's all yours. Do you want to talk us through it?
Well, I think the first one is Jane Austen. I know The Handmaid's Tale is definitely Margaret Atwood. Not so sure about some of those others, but Noughts and Crosses is Mallory Blackman, and that's the one I'm going to go with.
Mallory Blackman says Cav. For Noughts and Crosses, let's see how many of our 100 people agree with Cav. Mallory Blackman is absolutely right. Well, 100's our high score, 54's our low, and you passed the low score. Down we go, Cav. You've done this before, I think. Being the lowest scorer in around 11 is where that ends up.
Beautifully done, Cav. Well done. There's only one answer out there better than that. We'll go through the rest of the board there. You're quite right, Pride and Prejudice, Jane Austen. Would have scored you 49. You're quite right about Margaret Atwood and The Handmaid's Tale. Would have scored you 24 points. Now, these others, Little Women.
What's she called? Louisa May
Yeah.
Thingy, Alcott.
Louisa May Thingy.
Got it.
Yeah, I'd have
Got it.
taken Thingy.
OK, well, that's good.
Louisa May Alcott, you're absolutely
Yes.
right. Would have scored 26. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Oh, you'll
Can't
know it when I
remember.
tell you.
I know. It's
Yeah.
one of those really funny ones. You think, oh,
Arthur C. Clarke.
of course.
Yeah, Arthur C. Clarke.
Oh, sorry, hang on. Oh, there we are.
15 points for that. And the best answer on the board, The Tinker's Girl,
The great Northumbrian novelist, Catherine Cookson.
Catherine Cookson. Absolutely. Would have scored 2 points. Very well done if you said Catherine Cookson at home.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, halfway through the round, let's have a quick look at those scores. 11, the best score of the past, Cav. Very well done to you. Then we travel up to 54, we find Ali and Debs. Then up to 100, where we find Keith and Aston, Lee and Helen. So, yes, Helen and Aston, it's going to be between the pair of you, I think, to decide who stays and who leaves at the end of the round. Best of luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more book titles up on the board, and here they are. Remember, we're looking for the authors of these, and their surnames all begin with an A, a B, or a C. Jurassic Park, 1990. The Ugly Duckling, 1843. Tara Road, 1998. 5 on a Treasure Island, 1942. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, 1969. Wuthering Heights, 1847. And Death on the Nile, 1937. I'm going to read those all again. Jurassic Park, 1990. The Ugly Duckling, 1843. Tara Road, 1998. 5 on a Treasure Island, 1942. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, 1969. Wuthering Heights, 1847. And Death on the Nile, 1937. There we are. OK. Dan, welcome back.
Thank you.
OK, you mean business this time, your third and final show, as well as Debs and Ali, obviously, them too. Remind us all about yourself, Dan.
So I really love running, but one of my other hobbies, I really like banger racing. I don't actually take part myself, but I spectated all around Europe, really, and I still go, yeah, whenever I can.
So banger is sort of demolition derby type thing. Is that where you just turn up?
So it's full contact.
Yeah.
But it is actually a race. So some people race, some people just go to stop the people from winning. So it's really entertaining. And
I mean, what sort of speeds do people get up to, or is there so much sort of banging going on?
It can be quite fast. People, like with any hobby, kind of take it really far and tune their engines. And some people race to win. And there's good prize money on some of the bigger meetings.
Wow.
So yeah, but yeah, the crashing's a fun bit, and that's why it's fun to watch.
I bet. Fantastic. OK, Dan, there you are. You're on 11. If you can score 88 or less, you are through.
OK. I'm going to go for the bottom one because I think it's a fellow Tolkienian, if that's a word, and Agatha Christie.
Agatha Christie, says Dan. OK, here is your red line, nice and high. Let's see if you can get below that with Agatha Christie, surely. Very well done indeed. Down to 51, takes your total up to 62. Fantastic.
Very well done. First time I've heard the word Torquinian, someone from Torquay, but maybe that's right.
Yeah.
Absolutely, she was famously resident in Torquay.
Thank you very much, Richard. OK, now, Debs, welcome back. Tell us more about yourself, Debs.
So I'm a data analyst for a law firm based in Nottingham. And in our spare time, as a family, we play a card game that, if you Google, it doesn't exist. And it's called, well, we call it Clag, anyway. Mum actually introduced it to us from my great auntie Bar. My uncle would call it a skill game, so he likes playing it when he wins. When he doesn't win,
it's a game of luck.
Yeah, it's a game of luck, and it's the worst game that he's ever played. But it does cause arguments.
Is this Uncle
sometimes.
Dave?
It is Uncle Dave.
Sorry, just a shot in the dark. We met Uncle Dave last show.
He's getting in the show a lot, Uncle Dave.
And
he strikes me as the sort of person who would enjoy that.
He definitely would. Yes.
Yeah.
Very Clag.
Clag.
Okay.
Yes.
Briefly, very briefly.
So you start off with one card each, and then hearts are trump. So if you've got the ace of hearts, then you win, basically. And you have to say if you're going to win one card, but then the person who's dealing is dependent on everybody else. So if somebody else has gone one and you've got the ace of hearts, you have to go none.
Couldn't be clearer.
It could not be
honestly,
clearer.
Everybody that we tell the rules to are like, it's just made up. My cousin's just got married, and we tried to introduce it to his husband, and no idea.
Yeah,
we thought we was making the rules up.
If you think that's complicated, you want to try pitching Pointless to the BBC.
Yeah. I mean, Clag sometimes sticks, sometimes it doesn't. That's the way with it. OK, now, what are you going to go for? You're on 54. 45 or less gets you through.
I was hoping that they weren't going to go with Agatha Christie, because I was going to go with that one. Because I think that I know the top one, but I'm not sure about the last name, which is not helpful in this scenario. But I think it's Michael Crichton. It's like Chirston.
OK, Michael Crichton.
Yes.
OK, Michael Crichton, we're going to say. Here is your red line. Let's see what happens when we say Michael Crichton for Jurassic Park. No, I'm so sorry. Not Michael Crichton. That scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 154.
Yeah, sorry, Debs, I'll give the correct answer at the end of the pass.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'll tell you who's shouting the answer at the telly right now. You know, don't you?
Oh.
Uncle Dave.
He won't know that.
Yeah. He'll be Googling during it and just go, I know that, I knew that.
Yeah. Aston, welcome back. Great to have you with us. Remind us more about yourself, Aston.
Yeah, I do radio presenting for Gateway 97.8, but on my hobby time, I like to do a bit of performing arts, so musical theatre, dance. I attend 2 dance schools, which is the Dance Fantastic being in Basildon, and Pineapple Performing Arts in London.
Very good indeed. Now, Aston, you're on 100. If you can score 53 or less, you're through to round 2. Remember, a whole board of books, but who wrote them?
Right. I know the second one, but I do know the Jurassic Park one. It is Michael, and it's Crichton, which is Crictom.
OK, let's see if that's right, Michael. Crichton, you're saying. Let's see if that is right. There is your red line. It's right. And you are through. Down it goes to 22. Very well done indeed. Takes your total up to 122.
Yeah, pronounced Michael Crichton, but yeah, it was close enough. And Kristen wasn't quite close enough for me, I'm afraid. It was it's that C in the middle making all the difference.
Yeah.
Like the Atlantic.
Absolutely. C in the middle, always. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Helen, welcome. Good to have you here.
Hi.
Tell us all about yourself, Helen.
I'm a share plan consultant for a building society, and we work with PLCs, companies, HR teams to get Britain saving. We're on a mission to get people saving.
Very good indeed. And what are your hobbies, Helen?
Sports, family, tend to do lots of quizzing.
That's good. Very good. And what stage did the puppy turn up?
Quite late on, actually. We've got 2 children who have pestered for years for a dog. And so far made do with my sister's dog.
OK, so now they've got... What's your dog called?
Buzz, as in Lightyear.
Lovely. OK, now, you have a target. We have to get you through to round 2. 53 or less gets you there. Do you want to talk us through the board?
I know Wuthering Heights is a Bronte, but I can't remember which one. Not an idea on any of the others, though, so I think I'm going to go for 5 on a Treasure Island, Enid Blyton.
Enid Blyton for 5 on a Treasure Island. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get you below that with Enid Blyton. It's right. And you've done it. Look at that. Very well done indeed, Helen. 48 takes your total up to 148.
Very well played, yeah. The 4th most translated author in the world, Enid Blyton, behind Jules Verne, Agatha Christie and Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Shall we fill in the rest of these?
Yes.
Wuthering Heights, quite right, it is a Bronte.
Emily Bronte?
Emily Bronte, yeah, absolutely. Would have scored 35. I like how nervous he was giving that answer as well. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings is Maya Angelou.
Good. Yep.
Would have scored you 11. Do you know The Ugly Duckling? You do it's a fairy tale.
Oh, the Hans Christian Andersen.
Hans Christian Andersen, yeah, absolutely. Would have scored you 26. And Tara Road.
I can't remember.
Is the wonderful Maeve Binchy.
Thank you.
And that would have scored you 3 points. Best answer up there. Well done if you said that.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our first round, which means we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. And Debs and Ali, this is where we say goodbye to you. It's been lovely having you on the show.
Thank you.
3 shows have gone by like that. And I'm sorry we're not sending you home with a trophy, but thank you so much for playing, Debs and Ali. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it's now time for round 2. Well done, everybody. We smashed that first round. Here we are in the sunlit uplands of round 2. Congratulations to you, Cav. You were our lowest individual scorer. And Dan and Cav, our lowest combined scorers. So, yeah, that far podium would appear to be the podium to beat. But it's great to have you all here. Very, very best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is food and drink. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns vegetarian recipes from European cuisines. Richard.
Yeah, in a moment we're going to show you 5 recipes you would find on the BBC Food website. We're looking for any ingredient you might find in any of these recipes, please.
Thank you very much indeed. So 5 recipes going up on the board. Here they come. We have got Anthony Worrell Thompson's gratin dauphinoise, Katie and Giancarlo Caldesi's caponata, Paul Hollywood's fresh herb fougasse, Rupa Gulati's pan-fried ratatouille, and Simon Rimmer's creme brulee. There we are. Right, Helen, here we go. What are you going to go for?
I think I will go for coriander.
Coriander, says Helen. Let's see how many of our 100 people said coriander. Coriander's right. Oh, look at that. Down it goes to 1, Helen. What a start to the round. Brilliant. 1 for coriander.
Very nicely played. Yes, found in one of those recipes. Which recipe do you think it would be found in?
I mean, it's not the herb I would have thought would be in the fougasse, because it just doesn't. So it's not. It goes.
Shall I tell you? It's in the ratatouille.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah?
Interesting. There we go. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Keith, do you cook at all, Keith?
No.
OK. What are you going to go for?
Green pepper?
Green pepper, says Keith. Let's see how many of our 100 people said green pepper. Is it up there? It is. 1 is the only score we have at the moment. Green pepper goes down to 6. Not bad at all. 6 for green pepper.
Yeah, very well done. Well, we accepted pepper, green pepper, red pepper from the ratatouille, so they're all one answer. Very well played.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Dan.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I think I'm going to say courgette.
Courgette, says Dan. Let's see how many of our 100 people said courgette. Courgette is right. 6 the high score, 1 the low. Ooh, 19 for courgette.
Well played. Again, some good answers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Usually this round is chaos. Yeah, that's in the ratatouille, of course. Zucchini, the Americans called it.
Don't they?
But it means the same thing. It means little gourd, whichever way you want to say it. That's Italian for little gourd, and courgette is French for little gourd.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, there we are. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick recap of those scores. 1 is where we find Helen and Lee. 6 is where we find Keith and Aston. And then up at 19, Dan and Cav. You just happen to be the high scorers. So, Cav, once again, you're going to have to come in with a lovely low score and hope that that gets you through to the head-to-head. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, Cav, remember we're looking for any ingredient from any of these recipes.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do a risky one to try and get a low score here. So, going to try creme fraiche.
Creme fraiche, says Cav. OK, that's the kind of answer I think we needed from you. Let's see if it's right. Let's see where we end up on the column with creme fraiche. Oh, no! Oh, bad luck, Cav. I see what you were trying to do there. I'm afraid, though, it was too random. And I'm afraid it's wrong. I'm afraid it scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 119.
Yeah, sorry, Cav. We do like a risk. That's very unlucky. The relieved faces on podiums 1 and 2, I cannot begin to tell you.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Aston. Doesn't matter what you score here.
That's the relief. I'm not a cook anyway, so if I was to guess on this one, it's going to be a pure guess on this one, but potato.
Potato, says Aston. Let's find out. No red line for you. You're already through. How many people said potato? Is it right? It is right. That goes down to 66, takes your total up to 72.
Yeah, very much in the gratin dauphinoise.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Major component of.
Absolutely. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Lee. Again, doesn't matter what you score, you're through.
Not being a vegetarian chef myself, I'll probably go for plain flour.
Plain flour, says Lee. Let's see how many of our 100 people said plain flour. It's right.
Oh.
Down, that goes to 13. Very well done indeed. Takes your total up to 40. Well played, Lee. Paul Hollywood says bread flour, but again, we accepted all those different kinds of flour from our 100. Nicely done. I'll take you through the scores in the gratin dauphinoise. Double cream, which would have scored you 50, and butter, which would have scored you 11. Now, the caponata, the best answers you could have given on that. Parsley, 5, olives, 4, celery, 2, red wine vinegar, 2, and capers, 1. In the fougasse, you'd have got 6 for thyme, 4 for yeast, 4 for rosemary, 4 for sage, 3 for oregano, 1 for water, and a pointless answer, semolina. Well done if you said that. In the ratatouille, I'll give you just the low answers. We've had coriander already, which is a terrific answer for 1. 1 point as well for lemon juice, but 2 pointless answers as well in the ratatouille. Chili powder and saffron. Those are the pointless answers there. And the creme brulee, caster sugar, 39, eggs, 14, vanilla pod, 5.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So that brings us to the end of our second round, and it means we have to say goodbye to our other departing pair. Cav and Dan, I'm so sorry. This is the grand finale for you. We've had 2 head-to-heads, and I'm afraid at round 2, I'm so sorry. But thank you very much for playing. It's been lovely having you on, Cav and Dan. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Lee and Helen, Aston and Keith. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,250. But before we play the head-to-head, let's see if we can't boost that by finding a couple of pointless answers. Here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many types of rings as they could. Richard.
Yes, rings as in jewellery. See if you can avoid our 2 red herrings up there and try and find the 2 pointless answers if you can as well. 2 pointless answers out there, see if you can get those at home. £250 for each one.
Thank you very much indeed. So here we go. 6 types of ring, 2 of them made up by us, 2 of them pointless. Cladder ring, Gimel ring, Hyperion ring, Keeper ring, Rule ring, and Spinner ring. There we are. Feel free to chat as a 4 if anyone knows anything on rings. Be quite useful to pool resources.
Pointless ones don't matter, does it?
And 4 of them are correct, but 2 are pointless, yeah. I know, keep the rings one.
OK, Lee and Helen, you'll go first. What would you like to go for?
I think it's pronounced correctly. Is it cladder?
You're going to go for the cladder ring. OK, let's find out. Is a cladder ring a pointless ring? It's definitely right. Down goes to 3. OK, Aston and Keith. Do you want to see if you can find a pointless answer out there?
Well, this is pure guess, because I know one of them is definitely a ring that's up there. But probably going to go with Gimel ring.
Yeah.
OK, Gimel. Let's see, Gimel ring. Is that a pointless ring? Gimel is right. And that's a pointless answer. Very, very well done indeed, Aston and Keith. Fantastic.
Very well played. Lovely to see some money added to the jackpot. It's been a long time since we had a double pointless, I think, but lovely to see one there. Now, Keeper ring would have scored you a point. Hyperion, that's a moon of Saturn, was famous for its rings. So that was an incorrect answer. So we've got a pointless answer and an incorrect answer here. What do you reckon?
I'm going to go for Rule. I think the Rule ring. The Rule ring is
the pointless answer?
Yeah.
Rule?
Yeah.
Is one of J.R.R. Tolkien's middle names, I'm afraid, the author of The Lord of the Rings. So that was incorrect. And the Spinner ring is the other one. So Gimel and Spinner. Well done if you said those.
Thank you very much indeed. Well done. You managed to find 1 pointless answer, so we're adding £250 to the jackpot, which takes it up to £2,500. There we are. But who'll be playing for it? Let's find out in the head-to-head. First pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you're now allowed to confer, which is lovely. Here comes your first question, and it's all about dames on Desert Island Discs. Richard.
Yep, 5 pictures now of people, dames who've appeared on Desert Island Discs along with their initials as well. Can you tell us who these people are, please?
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal the 5 dames. Bring them on. And we have got A. K.G. B. K.H. C. M.F. D. Z.H. And E. J.D. There we are. Now, Lee and Helen, you are our golden couple, so you get to go first.
No, I just know.
Yeah.
I just know. B.
Right.
Well, we're going to try for B, Dame Kelly Holmes.
Kelly Holmes for B, say Lee and Helen. Right, Aston and Keith, do you want to talk us through the rest of those dames?
Well, we know who he is. That's Judi Dench. C, not 100% sure. Not sure about A, but D, I think, is Zaha Hadid, I think. But I think A, C and A are the big ones, yeah, but...
I think you're going to have Judi Dench in it. Or...
Yeah. D, I would go for, which is Zaha Hadid.
Zaha Hadid. Zaha Hadid. OK, so we have Kelly Holmes and Zaha Hadid. Lee and Helen went for Kelly Holmes for B. Let's see how many of our 100 people got Kelly Holmes. Kelly Holmes is right. Down that goes to 53. Meanwhile, Aston and Keith have gone for Zaha Hadid for D. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Zaha Hadid, is it right? It's absolutely right. It is Zaha Hadid. And it wins you the point. And it goes down to 3. That's a fantastic answer. Very well done indeed. Aston and Keith, after one question, you are up 1-0.
Great answer, Aston. Very well played there, Zaha Hadid. She chose Everybody's Talking by Harry Nilsson as her favourite song. It's a beautiful choice. A is Dame Catherine Granger, the rower, now high up in British athletics. She would have scored you 5 points. She chose If I Can Dream by Elvis Presley as her favourite song. C is...
Margot Fontaine.
Margot Fontaine. She chose a piece by Bach. She would have scored 19 points. And you did well to avoid Judi Dench. Of course, she's a big scorer. She would have scored 88 points. She's been on more than once. One time she chose The Lady in Red by Chris de Burgh as her favourite song.
Interesting. There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. OK, now here comes your second question. Lee and Helen, we need you to win this one to stay in the game. So very, very best of luck, because Aston and Keith get to answer it first. Our second question is all about sports trophies named after people. Richard.
Yep, can I show you the names now of 5 sports trophies that were named after people in the year in which they were first awarded, but which sports are these trophies competed for in, please?
Thank you very much indeed. So name the sports for which you'd win these trophies, and we have got Davis Cup, 1900, Sid Waddell Trophy, 2013, Corbion Cup, 1934, Vince Lombardi Trophy, 1971, and the Lonsdale Belt, 1909. There we are. Aston and Keith will go first.
We're going to go Sid Waddell Trophy, and that's darts.
Sid Waddell, darts, say Aston and Keith. Now, Lee and Helen, can you talk us through the rest of that board?
Well, we think Davis Cup is tennis. Sid Waddell Trophy, darts. Corbion Cup, not a clue. Vince Lombardi.
Don't know. Snooker.
Thinking American football, but maybe.
Lonsdale Belt.
And Lonsdale
boxing.
Belt boxing. So should we go with tennis?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we'll go with the Davis Cup tennis.
Davis Cup tennis. So we have got Sid Waddell darts and Davis Cup tennis. Aston and Keith went for darts for Sid Waddell. Let's see how many of our 100 got that. Sid Waddell, darts. Darts is right. Goes down to 21. Meanwhile, Lee and Helen have gone for tennis for the Davis Cup. Let's see how many of our 100 people got tennis. Tennis is right. Ooh, that's on 48, which means very well done indeed. Aston and Keith, after only 2 questions, you're straight through to the final, 2-0.
Yeah, very well played, gents. There are a couple of answers up there that would have beaten darts. Boxing is not one of them. Boxing is Lonsdale Belt, so that would have scored too many points. Would have scored you 50. The Corbion Cup is the best answer on the board. That's in table tennis. Would have scored you 2, but this answer would have won it. Lee, you were thinking maybe of going for...
American football.
American football. You'd have got yourself a point. Absolutely right. That's the Super Bowl is played for the Vince Lombardi Trophy, named after the Green Bay Packers coach. 13 points for that.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, which means the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, Lee and Helen, I'm afraid it's you. Oh, you've done well. You have done so well, right through in your first show on Pointless, right through to the Golden Couple in head-to-head. We can look forward to great things when we see you next time, and look forward we do. Lee and Helen, thank you so much. But for Aston and Keith, now time for our Pointless Final. Congratulations, Aston and Keith. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. That's yours. You're taking those home. 2 of them. You now have a chance to play for our Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £2,500. Very well done. You managed to get this done in just 2 shows.
Yep.
Very, very good indeed. What do you want to see come up?
Well, we definitely want to see, obviously, sport, a bit of sport, if it's motor racing in particular for sport. Film's not so bad. Music, hopefully, depending right ones. Musical theatre. And you'd be, you'd be good at certain things.
Got to be car racing,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
But we'll see.
Such a nice son thing to say. And then you'd be good at certain things.
What sort of music? I mean, what between you, what particular eras of music do you want, or styles?
We're all the way through.
Well, mainly all the way through.
Okay,
Even if it's chart music, something like that, yeah?
If it's nice to listen to, you know, you listen to it, don't you?
Lovely. OK, today's selection is this. Subsequent careers of the Magnificent Seven Stars, Mancunian Things, Rare Breeds of Poultry, and Decades of Golf Majors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
What do we think?
Not
not
the
very
third
good.
One. Not the third one. Definitely not the fourth one. Mancunian Things is going to be a Manchester base. And Magnificent Seven Stars. What do you reckon? What do you reckon? Yeah. Careers of the Magnificent Seven Stars.
OK, Magnificent Seven Stars it is.
OK, very best of luck. We're looking for any film made by one of the following 3 actors after they made Magnificent Seven in 1960, please. So we're looking for any Charles Bronson film, any James Coburn film, or any Steve McQueen film, please, post-1960. So according to IMDb, any feature film made for cinema release starring one of those 3 gentlemen. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Charles Bronson, there's a few things in here. Well, obviously, he was in... did The Great Escape, he did, and James Coburn, who did, no, he was in Night Professor, I saw it the other day, he was in Night Professor, he was in Monsters Inc, because he voiced the character in it, yeah, and also you've got Steve McQueen, which you know, Bullet, Le Mans, yeah, obviously I can't think of anything else other than that, and Charles, yeah, he was in that, wasn't he, Great Escape, obviously Charles Bronson was in that, James Coburn was in that as well, but I think Great Escape is not right anyway, but definitely, I'd say, Night Professor for James Coburn. Yeah. Monsters Inc for James Coburn. Yeah. And we need the third one.
Charles Bronson.
What is it?
10 seconds left.
Death Wish.
Definitely, you want to go with
I
that?
don't know. I think it's going to be.
If you want to go with that, if you've got to go with it, yeah? Okay? Well, if you want to go with it, that's fine, yeah? Yeah. Fine.
OK, that is your time up. Let's have your 3 answers. What are you going to go for?
Right. For Charles Bronson, we're going to go Death Wish.
Death Wish.
For James Coburn, we've got 2 of his. With Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor.
And Monsters Inc.
And Monsters Inc. Of those 3, which do you think is your best chance of a pointless?
I'd say Nutty Professor.
OK, the Nutty Professor we put last, least likely to be pointless.
Death Wish.
Death Wish, and then Monsters Inc. we put in the middle. Very interesting. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. We've got Death Wish, Monsters Inc., and the Nutty Professor. But there we are, 3 answers on the board. What if one of those turns out to be pointless and wins you that jackpot of £2,500? What would you like to do with that? Aston, I'm going to ask you first.
Well, my dad and I came to an agreement before coming on here that we'd obviously split it into a charity pot that we do for Team Avery Essex and also other charity organisations that we help out with. And hopefully, fingers crossed on that front.
They can have a split. 3 of them can have the split, can't they?
Yeah.
Lovely. OK, well, very, very best of luck. Your first answer was Death Wish. In this case, we were looking for any Charles Bronson movies subsequent to The Magnificent Seven. If Death Wish is pointless, you will win £2,500. Let's find out how many people said Death Wish. Death Wish is right. We just have to see Death Wish goes down to 0 and you'll leave here with that jackpot of £2,500. Oh, 16 for Death Wish. OK, we now move on to more interesting territory here. Monsters, Inc. We're on to James Coburn. We're looking for his subsequent films after Magnificent Seven. For £2,500, let's find out if Monsters, Inc. is a pointless answer. Very interesting. It's right. Death Wish took us down to 16. For Charles Bronson, we're now on James Coburn and Monsters, Inc. And down we go through the teens and into single figures. Still going down with Monsters, Inc. Still going down. Very well done. Very well done indeed. Congratulations. Monsters, Inc. was a pointless answer, which means you are taking home today's jackpot of £2,500. That's fabulous.
That's terrific work. Well done. I have to say that that had passed me by that he was in Monsters, Inc. But you're absolutely right. He plays Henry J. Waternoose. It also passed me by. He was in Nutty Professor. That was also a pointless answer. Well done. Two pointless answers on James Coburn. Very nicely done. You certainly picked the right category. I'll take you through the pointless answers with the different actors. Charles Bronson we'll start with. You said Death Wish. Well, Death Wish 2 would have scored you 1. Death Wish 3 was a pointless answer. I'll tell you 2 other pointless answers as well. Death Wish 4 and Death Wish 5. All of those were pointless answers. Well done if you said any of those ones at home, which I suspect some people would have done. It's the old trick on pointless, isn't it? Which is, if Death Wish isn't pointless, then keep going down the numbers until one of them is. Breakout was a pointless answer. Once Upon a Time in the West is a pointless answer. The Evil That Men Do as well. His big scorers, Death Wish, of course, The Great Escape and The Mechanic as well. They were the big scorers for Charles Bronson. James Coburn now. You could have had Charade, there's Monsters, Inc. The Muppet movie as well. Played himself in the Robert Altman film, The Player. Loads of pointless answers for him. Fistful of Dynamite, Battle of Midway is a pointless answer. His big scorers, The Great Escape, once again. They were all in The Great Escape, weren't they? All 3 of them. Yeah. Armand Flint. Hell is for Heroes as well. That would have scored you points for James Coburn. Now, we'll see what everyone scored for The Great Escape. So he scored 4 for The Great Escape. Charles Bronson scored 4 for The Great Escape. And Steve McQueen scored 42 for The Great Escape.
Did the right thing.
Okay. That's star quality, isn't it? Steve McQueen, Junior Bonner, Papillon, he's in, of course, it's a wonderful film. The Getaway, another brilliant film. The Sand Pebbles as well. An Enemy of the People, Nevada Smith is a pointless answer as well. Big scores for him, Great Escape, unsurprisingly. Bullet, The Towering Inferno, Le Mans, The Thomas Crown Affair, that would have scored you a few points. Very, very well done if you got any pointless answers at home. And what a performance from Zaha Hadid onwards. It's been absolutely exemplary. Very, very well played, gents. Lovely to see where the money's going as well.
Yeah, thanks very much, Richard. And thank you so much to Aston and Keith, our winning players, who take away today's jackpot of £2,500. Very well done, gents. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.